family is from the UK. Even though my family connections are all tied into, Italian roots and everything like that. And what I really think is happening is that my parents my dad was told a lie. As, each generation was told a lie. We're Italian, we're Italian, we're Italian, we're Italian. No, we're Irish. Look at your dark hair and dark eyes and your green skin. No, I don't have green skin.
Green skin. Well, you know what? Though? Dylan started explaining it because he said the other day on the show about, he had to explain the bell. So,
by the way, I don't have a bell tonight. So if anybody that hears us, I don't have a bell. Oh, no. Come on, sit back down. Oh, do you have a bell? Oh, good.
I have a bell.
He's got a bell. He's got a bell because I don't.
I'm the Black Dylan. Remember, I'm the Black Dylan.
Okay, that's why we're doing this.
Yes. So he explained the bell to me. So.
Yes, he explained the bell. All right, so we got, let's see, Matt and AJ are on. That's nice. Hey, guys.
¿Cómo estás, hombres?
Oh, yeah.
Hombres de Estados Unidos, whatever.
What are you talking about, man? That is weird.
I have the slightest idea. I'm speaking of Spanglish.
You speaking of Spanglish?
Yeah, speaking of Spanglish.
Them Spangles.
That's a good team in Cincinnati.
Spangles?
Yeah, the Spangles.
I don't know them. I have no idea who they are.
They're an NFL team. They look like they have, Oh, I'm sorry, the Bengals. Sorry.
Bengals.
Bengals,
yeah. Not the Spangles, the Bengals.
Not the Spangles.
A little bit different. See, I don't watch sports. Even though we're going to get into some sports tonight, I don't watch it. I don't care for it. I don't like watching things. If I'm going to see something, I want to be doing it. And so it really bothers me to watch another person do it.
Okay, I got you.
That deserves a bell. Watching another person do it. See, that's how this comes in. There you go. That's how this works.
I might be slow on the bell. I'm not as good as Dylan on the bell. So I'm bellowly challenged.
It's okay. I'm usually the person that holds the bell. All right, so we have about a minute before we go live on the radio for Mojo. Oh, so get your stretching in and get everything kind of loosened up.
Oh yeah, my folks on Mojo. I just want to say this is Barry Black. Barry Black on Mojo Radio.
W. Jumble Senior, we see you.
Yeah.
We see the test, and this is not a test. This is not a test of your emergency broadcast system.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on now. I really don't.
Well, you know what?
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Radio silence now. Hello, everybody. You are listening to the Defenders of American Exceptionalism on Mojo 50. You're also listening to us on IPM Nation, Lanterns. Let's see, what else? Oh, my goodness. You could be listening on Facebook Live. And if you are listening on Facebook, you're also watching us. And you'll notice that I am joined by Watson Prunier. Watson Prunier, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing very well, Steve. I'm doing very well.
You don't have to use that voice the entire time. It's okay.
Oh, I just didn't know if you wanted me to be a more serious, Caucasianly challenged voice on this
Have
network.
you heard our show? Ever?
No, I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
Awesome.
It's been a minute, but it's good.
Yep. It has been a minute. You can find us on Facebook.com/DOA show. You can also find us on YouTube, iTunes, Spreaker, SoundCloud. You can go to Twitter and find us at DOAE Show. And if you do, use the hashtag I see what you did there, because I see what you did there. Also, you can go to our website at going to www.doaeshow.com. And if you go /shop, you can buy a shirt or yoga pants or a mug or awesome stuff going through that way. And let me see what else. Oh, and if you go to our site, you can become a Defender with us. And if you do that, it's $5 a month or it's $50 a year. And if you do the annual, you get an I See What You Did There t-shirt. I think that's all the legal stuff there, Watson. Watson?
Yes, I'm just signing for the people who don't understand.
Oh, goodness gracious. This is a radio show, man. Stop signing.
But the people who can see on Facebook, they need to know.
Actually, the funny thing is, we do have a person that goes to our church and sometimes checks in, and she is deaf. She checks in on the video because she likes to see our faces.
Sorry.
It's okay. She may like to see your face, too. It's okay.
Sorry.
Oh, goodness gracious. You don't even know how to sign. Stop it.
I don't know.
Stop it.
Try. Maybe she can read lips.
No,
I'm sorry.
She knows how to read lips, but just stop that. That's bad. Bad.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
That's horrible signing.
Well, it could be like that Obama's interpreter when he was in Africa.
Oh my gosh! Don't go there. Don't go there. We're gonna go. Oh, this is gonna go so far off topic. I'm gonna mute myself. Yeah, this is gonna go so far off topic now. That's so bad. No. You know what? X that. X all of that. Not gonna talk about any of that. You know what I'm gonna talk about? I want to talk about the Parkland father. The Parkland father who was at the Kavanaugh hearing. Did you see all the hubbub about that and all the fuss there?
There's something like, I don't think so. He tried to put his hand out to Kavanaugh, and Kavanaugh's like, I don't think so.
Well, it wasn't just an I don't think so. It was he had security literally telling him, don't do that. It's not good for you.
Okay, got you. Well, I mean, again, like you said, it's really sad that he would even be there. And I mean, one, how did you get there? Mm-hmm. Again, this is just seems like it's all a setup. Anything to discredit Brett Kavanaugh. And I'm just sitting here thinking, man, just go home, recover from losing your child rather than just being a pawn for the political hacks on the left who are still butthurt that they lost 2 years ago.
Right. And we'll get into. So here's the thing, like. You have that, right? And then you have this Parkland guy. Okay, he's the father of one of the kids who happened to pass away from the shooting, which is terrible, horrible, no good, very bad things, right?
Agreed.
And when you do that, and so he was invited because specifically he said he wanted to verify and make sure that Kavanaugh would never get approved.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can verify that he will not get approved. How?
Exactly.
I mean,
that's
it's
the
not
point.
like it's does he involved in the decision process in any way that I didn't know of?
No.
He's not a member of Congress.
No.
So okay, I just wanted to make sure because I think those are the only people who can make certain that Kavanaugh comes in, correct?
Right, yeah. He's not a member of Congress. He has no say in Kavanaugh getting on. He has nothing whatsoever, except he has a link to the media with CNN.
Oh, boy. Well, there you go.
Yeah, so he decided that he was going to go and meet Kavanaugh, and as he was going to go meet with Kavanaugh, he would try to shake his hand, say something, blah, 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 and get a photo op. Well, the photo op turned out to be Kavanaugh looking at him dead in the face and turning away because the entire first day was a total crapshoot.
Oh, my goodness. It was a cesspool. That's what it was.
It was a complete circus. It was a complete circus. There was nothing about it that was worthwhile. Nothing about it. I mean, literally, on the second day, what was the guy that was running it out? I forget everybody's name, but the guy that actually oversees everything, he was like, yesterday was a circus, and today doesn't turn out to be much better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, like you said, I mean, when we're sitting there and you're trying to take a tally to see when Kavanaugh is going to finally get a chance to speak, and you have these guys these blowhards going on and on and on. Although I will say this much: was it Cruz yesterday who dropped it like it's hot? No.
Today, that was Cruz today.
Cruz today, but I'll tell you, yesterday the smack you in the face situation was when Condi Rice, and what was it, Senator Jordan.
Yeah.
And then when Lisa Blatt got up, she started speaking and she's like, I'm I'm a liberal Democrat. I was like, okay, where's this going to go?
Right.
And then she just, all of a sudden, it was just like, whoop, like, what? I'm just in there like, what? I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, like, what? Say what?
Exactly.
But no, yeah, yesterday was a disaster.
Yeah, it was a disaster. And today didn't really turn out to be that much better. And, okay, so you mentioned Ted Cruz, and I actually did want to get into this a little bit because Ted Cruz really laid it down. He had a 15-minute speech.
Man, he hit it hard, man.
And he was hitting it really hard. And I agreed with I agreed with pretty much every point that he made. I just wish that he was a little bit more succinct in what he said. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through a couple of things. I'm going to go through the basis of what he did. Okay? And you tell me, you chime in wherever you feel necessary.
Okay, copy.
All right. So the hearing, it has three things that it is not about. It is not about qualifications, because he is unquestionably qualified.
True.
It's not about his judicial record, as that is also unquestioned. And it's not about all the documentation that was dropped in their laps at the very last minute by the Bush administration, because most of that stuff cannot be given or turned over.
Yeah. Well, well, when you said, the first two almost seemed like it was a repeat.
Right.
And the second part, the second part was, and it was kind of annoying because here they keep talking about, we need these extra documents. We need these extra documents.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, guys, we've already discovered that most of these documentation cannot be leaked to the public. So you're trying to basically force the hand of this nominee and the Republicans and Bush's administration to hand over sensitive documentation of how the government functions that should not be in the hands of the regular public. Right. You know what? Okay, because if they do that, I'm going to use a word from today that was said a lot. You're setting a precedent. That we should now make it the same for every administration after it. Right. So if we're going to basically give over what was basically handed over in the Bush administration, start doing it from the Obama administration here as well too.
Exactly, and that's the whole point. And so they're going to do that. So they're not going to do that. That's what they're not going to do. They're not going to ask for it. They're not going to force the hand, but they are going to keep bugging about it because they know that it'll never get turned over.
And it gives the impression to the people who don't know any better, Steve, that they're thinking, oh, what do you have to hide?
Right. What are you hiding? What are you hiding? Well, it's not that anybody's hiding. What it is the judge in question happened to be the go-between between the president and everybody else in his cabinet. That's all he was. He was the go-between. So he was the guy that handled everything. He never wrote anything. He never sent anything. He was the guy that said, oh, I'm basically the messenger. Here it is. Here's your correspondence. And so all the documents that were corresponded back and forth through the entire Bush administration while he was there, none of it has anything to do with him. None of it.
He was just basically a glorified coffee deliverer.
Right. And he did a very good job, apparently. Other things that Ted Cruz went through. This Trump is about the 2016 election. And the reason why it's about the 2016 election is because Trump gave a list of potential people that he was going to put on the courts should there be an empty seat.
How many times did he do that, though?
Oh, he did that like 5 times, but it always got smaller and smaller.
Okay.
Like he had
was
a
Kavanaugh's
huge list.
Name on that list, though?
Oh, yeah. Kavanaugh's name has always been on the list.
Well, I thought it wasn't on the first two lists,
Now,
though.
Gorsuch wasn't on the first 2 lists.
Oh.
Kavanaugh's name has always been on the list.
Really?
Yes. And he was one of the ones that conservatives are most concerned about because he was one of the more liberal versions of, he's right of center. So he's left of major conservatism, but he's more in line with Republicans as it sets today. So he gave a list. Not only did he give a list, but after he gave a list, America voted on it, and they said that they want Trump. But with that said, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Defenders of American Exceptionalism. Hold on. We'll be back.
As a small business owner, there's one word that you absolutely dread: payroll. For small businesses, it's a big burden. You may think you're saving time and money doing it yourself. But come on, are you? Timesheets, processing checks, calculating taxes, a total waste of your time. Paychex simplifies payroll processing, saving you time and money. Submit your payroll online, fax it in, or call your dedicated Paychex payroll specialist. And you're done. Learn more at trypaychex.com. Come on, do the math. The IRS dishes out 8 million penalties a year. Make one mistake, and you're on the hook. On average, you're losing nearly one business day every month doing payroll. That's time and money you'll never get back, unless you get Paychex. More than 500,000 small businesses already do. Call 877-750-5371. Trade payroll pressure for peace of mind. Call now, 877-750-5371. That's 877-750-5371.
Hey, this is Dylan and Steven from Defenders of American Exceptionalism, here to give you the facts about hydration.
Thirst pains are real. Chronic joint pains, headaches, and ulcers can often spell dehydration. Water's needed to carry acidic waste away from the cells, and when we're dehydrated, these wastes don't get carried away, leading our nerves to interpret it as pain.
If you're tired, it may be dehydration. One study found that a mere drop in water levels in the body can cause a 25 to 30% loss in energy. Even a 3% drop can cause fuzzy thinking, brain fog, and a slower metabolism.
How do you remedy this? Some people may ask.
Earthwater. Go to earthwater.com/DOAE show to get yours now.
These bottles are packed with 70 plus trace minerals, 9.5 pH balance, no carbs, sugars, artificial sweeteners, preservatives, chemicals, or calories.
It's organic, gluten-free, and vegan as well, because it's, well, you know, water.
And with this high active carbon and molecular oxygen levels and antioxidants, it will hydrate you the way to a better life.
That's earthwater.com/DOAE show to get your bottles today.
earthwater.com/DOAE show.
According to a 2017 Gallup poll, 85% of Americans hate their jobs. 85%. And most of those people will continue to hate their jobs over something as simple as updating and formatting their resume. Let Nicole's Resume Renewal Service help you gain a leg up in an already competitive job market. Please go to www.facebook.com/Nicole's Resume Renewal Service and relieve yourself of the worry of an outdated resume. Use the promo code DEFENDERS and receive $10 off your order of a resume cover letter package. That's www.facebook.com/Nicole's Resume Renewal Service. Don't be part of that 85%. Log on today at www.facebook.com/Nicole's Resume Renewal Service and use the promo code DEFENDERS for $10 off.
And we're back. Defenders of American Exceptionalism. Oh, you could be anywhere, but you are here with us, either listening on the radio or watching us on Facebook. And if you are, Watson is making a fool of us both. Goodness, and I'm going to start with this. Watson, you going to put that on? Okay. Watson decided to put on his white hood, and as his co-conspirator here, I'm just going to give you the good old okay.
White power.
Thank you, Watson. Okay, so here's the thing. Not to spend any time with that. You do know where that came from, right?
No. Can you explain? Can you help me understand? Because I've been sheltered on a plantation, you know, picking cotton all my life.
Let me white-splain to you.
Okay, white-splain me.
Let me white-splain. All right, so 4chan set up that entire thing. Okay means okay. 4chan.
No.
4chan literally set up a campaign. The anonymous peoples over at 4chan set up a full Twitter campaign just to make people go insane.
But that looks like it says white.
No,
The
it says
three-
okay. It's
But I
K.
mean, but it's
it's like O. It's O.
but
O. Yeah.
3
No.
W
No.
white.
None of it's real.
White.
None of it's real. None of it's real. It's not real. And you know what else is not real? Do you know what else is not real?
What's not real?
Colin Kaepernick's career is not real. At least his career in the NFL. And so here's the thing. I don't care about Nike choosing Colin Kaepernick. That doesn't bother me. You know what? Just do it and watch your stuff plummet. You're going to do the exact same thing that Levi did when Levi decided that they were going to be the gene of the revolution.
Yeah, but what about those Dick's Sporting Goods? Because I thought they were going to be a revolutionary star as well, too.
Yeah, Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, and they're all failing. But then again, you also have to ask, Nike, you've been using slave labor in the Asian countries for the past, 60 years. When are you going to stop doing that?
Say what?
Say what? That's more of an issue than anything else. I mean, you're using slave labor to produce a shoe to give money to Colin Kaepernick to talk about a shoe about a product and supporting a movement that isn't real.
But wait, but hold on a second, though, because I feel like you're stepping on something here. You get it? Shoe, stepping.
Bump, bump.
Bump, 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 bump. But no, seriously. Slave labor, when Kaepernick is talking about the oppression
of black people,
of black people, a.k.a. slavery over there isn't slavery over here?
Right. Because, over there they're getting paid, 20 cents an hour.
Well, we got 50.
50 cents.
We got 50 cents.
You got 50?
I got 50.
I got tree fitty. All right, so, but here's the thing. He wants to talk about, so the entire poor, what is it? Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. Okay, how about this? And this is from Taya Kyle. Oh, the widow oh man, what's his first name?
Really?
What's his first name? It's Chris Kyle. Chris Kyle. There he is. Navy SEAL Chris Kyle. The awesome sniper that passed away while teaching another person with PTSD. PTSD. Yeah, teaching another person with PTSD, and he got shot. So anyway, here's her take. You want to talk about someone in the NFL sacrificing everything? Talk about Pat Tillman.
Yeah.
NFL starting, not a benched player who left to join the army and then died. That's sacrificing everything for something that you believe in.
Now, have you even heard, now the quote-unquote, I have one of my friends that I met at CPAC, and he's a vet, and he's basically shared how Pat Tillman's wife is basically, she said last year, Trump, don't basically, use my husband's death as a platform for your mission out there.
Oh, goodness.
And now it's being translated that she's even applying that towards our efforts right now to even combat Colin Kaepernick.
Wow, so that's a Trump thing now. Everything's Trump. Everything is Trump. So everybody knows, everything is Trump.
Yeah, so he's trumped on basically saying anything about Tillman. Even though it's a great revelation and it's a great contrast against a pseudo hero and a real hero.
And here's the thing. So there's a statement out there saying that Pat Tillman probably would have been, his family saying that he probably would have been one of the first people to kneel. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. You want to know why it's okay? Because the reason why Colin Kaepernick has any stardom at all is because not only did he suck, he sucked, but he made a big commotion about it. Colin Kaepernick wasn't the first person to kneel on the field. He was like the 7th, the 8th. He was the 25th. It doesn't matter. He wasn't the first person. He was just the loudest and most obnoxious person.
Well, and the most hypocritical for me, personally speaking.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because of the fact that here it is. He had an opportunity to basically kneel in 2015,
Right.
14, 13,
Yep.
12, and 11.
And
Okay?
here's the other thing, though. Before you go into there, here's the other thing. None of them do anything during their off time.
Exactly.
They do nothing during their off time. And you know what? I would assume that Pat Tillman, because he was a man of honor, if he really was kneeling for this and he was really doing this, and he was one of those people that he would have been on his off season doing something in the same realm.
Oh, well, because, even with Kaepernick, that year in 2016 when he started, he has his website of all the donations he's been giving out to helping people in the community.
Yeah.
When did the donations start? In 2016. The
Right.
donations in helping the community started after he started his campaign. So my thing is, and here's the thing, because I'm going to do a video for this,
Okay.
because I'm really annoyed about this whole thing
Uh-oh.
and the attention he keeps getting here. It's just hypocritical. And one of the things that I don't know, he's talking about the injustice, the unfairness that happens to black people in America. The system works against it. Well, you know what? Someone put out a great meme about, most of the kids who are struggling and who are in crime are kids who come from single family homes.
Yeah. And guess
And
what?
how many of his buddies
Where
are
are those single family homes at?
Exactly. In the black community where
And
it's
why?
struggling. And because of the fact that you have a lot of guys who like to just step in, drop it, and step right back out the door. And guess what?
You have a lot of women that are also willing to let the state be daddy.
Exactly. They let the state be daddy, but you have a lot of NFL players, a lot of Kaepernick's buddies who are out there fathering 7 to 12 kids out of wedlock.
Yeah, exactly. And
Most of them aren't the problem.
And most of them aren't actually paying. They're doing they're paying child support, but they're not doing anything else. They're not being dads. They're not being dads.
They're not being so you're contributing to this, and it's just annoying. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. You're fine. You're fine. That's fine. And so here's the thing. With everything going on, with all the commotion, with all the hubbub, you would think that this season of the NFL might be pretty good, right? No. New poll came out, and it states that this season, even though it's increased 3% from January, half of the population is just not. Half of the registered voters are just not watching anymore.
So how much did you watch last year?
0, because I don't watch sports.
Oh, okay.
I don't watch it. I don't watch it. I don't want to watch it. So I'm on a continuous.
So fast.
Yeah.
I mean, sports fast.
I'm on a continuous fast of sports. I hate it. It's stupid. I don't want to watch other grown men pound into each other. Anyway, with that, we will be right back right after this commercial break.
Attention business owners and independent contractors. This is a money-saving message from Tax Mediation Services. If your business owes $20,000 or more in taxes, we can help you today, right now. Listen, dealing with the IRS is no picnic. It's an intimidating and extremely stressful process, and you don't want to go it alone. Our attorneys know every law, every tax break, and every possible opportunity to help you resolve and reduce your tax debt. And if you owe more than $20,000, you may be at the top of their hit list. So don't take your tax debt lightly, because it will not go away on its own. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, your home, and even shut down your business. Call our tax experts today at 1-800-249-8901 and let us deal with the IRS while you focus on your business. That's 1-800-249-8901. Again, 800-249-8901.
So you're looking for a job, right?
Wait, no, should I be? I mean, I always keep my options open, but should I?
Well, We'll talk about that after this gets on. But if you happen to be looking for a job, one of the most important things you will need is an updated and current resume.
Are you trying to tell me something here?
Nicole's Resume Renewal Service is where you should go take your resume to the next level.
I really don't understand. Have you seen what happens when you try to go it alone?
Go to facebook.com/Nicole's Resume Renewal Service to get your resume in top shape. And don't forget to use the promo code DEFENDERS for $10 off any resume package.
Is this because we aren't going daily right now?
That's facebook.com/Nicole's Resume Renewal Service. That's facebook.com/Nicole's Resume Renewal Service with the promo code DEFENDERS for $10 off.
Is this really for me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, seriously. Is this for me?
Nah, it's water under the bridge.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention process. We create professional materials representing your idea and submit it to companies who are looking for new ideas. We have more than 9,000 companies who have agreed to review ideas in confidence. If a company shows interest in manufacturing your invention, we can negotiate on your behalf. We have helped over 10,000 clients receive patents. We also offer services including 3D modeling and animation demonstrating your idea, prototyping services, and we use state-of-the-art technology to show InventHelp client ideas to additional companies. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp.
Call us for free information at 1-800-352-4158. That's 1-800-352-4158. Again, 1-800-352-4158.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, you are listening to the Defenders of American Exceptionalism. Third segment. Watson Prunier, what do you have on your head?
I have a skull cap. America. I picked it up this weekend out in the county fair.
Oh my.
Yeah, I've got the one like this. This old.
What's more American than a county fair?
Yeah, and apple pie, lemonade. Oh, It was so cool. We were at this one stand. I saw this really old woman. I felt so bad. She had a lemonade stand, and I was like, okay, you know what? She looks like she's miserable. I'm going to buy a lemonade from her.
Right.
Well, the only problem, though, was her lemonade stand was covered with like 1,000 yellow jackets.
Must have been why she was sad.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was like, holy
upset.
cow.
She was very upset. You know who I would be okay being covered in 1,000 yellow jackets?
Who's that?
Apparently a Boston police captain's son who was sentenced to 20 years for plotting terror attacks with ISIS.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. So, Boston police captain's son was sentenced to 20 years in prison on Wednesday for plotting a terrorist attack with the Islamic State with firearms and homemade bombs on an unidentified university in New Mexico. That's weird.
We have a Boston cop's son in New Mexico where we had those other people in New Mexico?
It's funny. Everything keeps on leading back to New Mexico. Like, there's a vast amount of open space there where nobody goes and looks at. And probably there are more terrorist camps out there.
Well, Area 51's out there. The aliens are out there.
The aliens are out there.
The illegal ones and the real ones.
Mostly illegal.
With the gay frogs.
Yes. Yes. But mostly the illegal ones. Anyway, the terrorist who gave himself an Arabic name that translates into Ali the American. Wow, this guy.
That's very unique.
He pled guilty in May to terrorism charges, including attempting to provide material support to a foreign terrorist organization and attempting to use a weapon of mass destruction. This from ABC News. Authorities described the thwarted terrorist as a committed soldier of ISIS who wished to inflict maximum damage. In a statement, Hank Shaw, the special agent in charge of the Boston FBI office, stressed that the terrorist was a committed soldier of ISIS who wanted to kill innocent people in the United States at their universities with an assault rifle and a pressure cooker bomb. Not an unwitting dupe who didn't understand the gravity of what he was doing. So he was committed. And he should be committed to death. Probably. The man who was contacted by an undercover FBI agent after his father, Captain Robert Sicolo, alerted the authorities about his son's desires to fight for ISIS. Good job, Captain. Good job. Wow, guys. If you're watching on the Facebooks, you're getting a show. Oh my gosh. Undercover FBI agents contacted the suspect, who discovered plots to attack several targets in New Mexico, including a university, a police station, and a gay-friendly bar. Wait a second. A gay-friendly bar?
What?
Like, for reals?
I mean, what?
You mean like the other gay-friendly bar down in, what was it, Florida?
Oh, yeah. You mean the one that had the massacre, the 49? 49 killed?
You mean like that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
that's what it sounds like. He was going to do a university, a police station, and a gay-friendly bar.
Wow. I think we're seeing a pattern here. You know what's really disturbing? I don't know if you ever knew, but after 9/11, probably one of the saddest things I'd ever heard in my life was that they said the highest concentration of converts to Islam were white men.
Yes.
Followed by white women.
Yes. And so here's the converts. White men, the white men that they took in were all loners, all crazy, and all living in their mother's basement.
Wow.
The white women, most of them were married into it. Unless they were young, and then in that case, they were converted because they saw, oh, wow, this is a thing of peace, and we need to take down, the worst evils in the world, and that's America.
Huh.
Yeah, because America's evil, don't you know?
Yeah, it's so evil to let you have the opportunity to buy an iPad or an iPhone.
It's so evil it allows you free speech. And by it, I mean it just shows you that you have the ability to have free speech.
Wow.
Because
you know what?
Its governments are based on the dictates of God.
Well, you know what? He's going to grow really close to Allah while he's spending those 20 years in jail. So
yeah.
Ali, the white American?
Ali the American?
Sorry.
Oh, no,
I'm
about 90% certain. It's a Boston police captain.
Yeah.
I'm about 90% certain he's not white.
He's not white? You don't think so?
I'm about 90% certain.
But
it's in Boston.
Boston's liberal, though.
It's Boston.
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 Actually, it's Boston.
I thought it was Boston.
Boston.
It's Boston.
He's Boston. He's Boston up a jail now.
That's right.
Yep. That's. Think about this. Here we are in this day and age. Stephen, what in the world is going on? People have lost their minds. Why in the world would you think that this was a smart thing to sign up with ISIS at a time like this, especially when we actually have a president who's going to be no holds barred in dealing with these monsters that are out there?
Well, that's the thing. It's not that our president is no holds bar against it. It's that he's willing to release the chains of the dictates that were originally set up from previous presidents. And everybody knows I'm not a big Trump fan. I'm not Trump train thing.
Neither am I.
But in this instance,
yeah,
he doesn't like ISIS. And if you're a member of ISIS, he doesn't care what happens to you.
Bye-bye.
It's not like he's like, oh, well, this and that. And, well, you are an American citizen, so you get those rights. But if you weren't an American citizen, bye-bye.
Well, you know what? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I think that anyone who would want to sign up with any of the enemy combatants that are basically striking to bring hurt, harm, and terror in this country, one of the things that should happen is you lose your citizenship.
Well, it's treason.
It's treason. You should lose your citizenship
Right.
and basically have citizenship in the country that you align yourselves in.
Oh no! You just lose your rights because of treason, and treason is a hangable offense, actually.
Wow. Well, maybe.
Treason to the American government is a hangable offense, and becoming a member of a counterinsurgency inside that's attacking our government, that's treason.
That's treason. And it's really sad because, I mean, you would think, okay, did you not pay attention to what your dad's been doing all this time as a law enforcement officer?
Yes, and your dad, as the law enforcement officer, has been withholding and staying the course and protecting the entire institution. See, he's protected the institutionalized terror that is America because he's a cop. Dad's a cop and son's a terrorist because dad's a cop.
Yeah.
And since dad's a cop, he is obviously not worthy of being a real person anymore.
Wow. And so in here we are. Oh, my goodness.
Born
We're
to
in
be
a lot of
kings.
trouble. This is annoying because of the fact that, again, treason committed. I don't know why it is that we're even going to be sponsoring his existence.
For the next 20 years.
Yeah, for the next 20 years. I say send him if he wants to truly be part of ISIS, send him to Afghanistan. Send him to Syria or any of these countries that he can actually live out his life as Ali, the donkey lover. I mean,
I don't
Ali,
know. See,
the American.
Nice. That's not where I want to send him, though. I don't want to send him there because then he will actually become fully radicalized and he will find a way back because he is an American. He talks like an American. He sounds like an American. He can get a fake passport and get in here.
That's true.
I don't want
and then
that.
if like they're in danger, so we actually have to keep him.
But I don't want him incarcerated either.
So what do we do? I mean, honestly, the firing squad would be the best solution. But
you're a terrorist. You are committing treason against your government and your country, the one country that is still free, and you've decided to fight against it in the name of what? In the name of a religion that says that all must bow.
Yeah.
To that religion, and if not come peaceably, then by force.
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sirree.
But wait, hold on a second, though. Don't sit here and speak negative and do not defend or basically insult the
Prophet Muhammad?
The Prophet Muhammad. There was a stark warning.
The Prophet Muhammad.
There's a stark warning that came from our previous president that, there's great peril to those who slander the name of Islam.
Yeah, there was actually a stark warning given to members of, I think it was Syria recently, the people that live in Syria, where no sarcasm at all will be accepted at all about the Prophet Muhammad and about Islam. So if you say anything online, anywhere, that even sounds slightly sarcastic about your God and about your prophet, you will be put to death.
You're saying,
yeah, done. That came from their government.
Very interesting.
So I mean,
but wait, hold on a second. But isn't Syria like in the middle of the whole central Islam funding? I mean, because I thought, but wouldn't you think if it's a religion of peace, the closest you were to its founding source, it would be roses. It would be meadows of beautiful fields.
Wouldn't that be nice?
And beads and meditation all day long, right?
That would be really nice, except for it's not, because there are two factions inside of it, and those factions that are inside of it, they decide to kill each other because they see each other as not Muslim enough.
So you're saying there's a numerator and a denominator?
No, there's Shia and Sunni and the...
But you said fractions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean in that way. I meant the other way. Time goes by too fast. We will be right back.
Do you take Viagra? Are you tired of overpaying for your pills? What if you could get the exact same results for a fraction of the price? Guaranteed. Well, now you can with sildenafil, the active ingredient in Viagra. With 20 milligram generic sildenafil tablets, you get the exact same results of Viagra for less than $2 per pill. And again, the results are guaranteed. That's right, absolutely guaranteed results for a fraction of the cost of Viagra. So give your wallet a break and call us toll-free at 800-441-1283 to get your generic sildenafil delivered discreetly to your door. And of course, while saving hundreds of dollars, you'll also be saving time by saying goodbye to those long, embarrassing pharmacy lines once and for all. Again, just call 800-441-1283 and get your generic sildenafil with a 100% money-back guarantee. Getting your pills doesn't get any easier or cheaper than this, so call 800-441-1283 now.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-327-2381. That's 800-327-2381. 800-327-2381.
Hey, this is Dylan and Steven from Defenders of American Exceptionalism, here to give you the facts about hydration.
Thirst pains are real. Chronic joint pains, headaches, and ulcers can often spell dehydration. Water's needed to carry acidic waste away from the cells, and when we're dehydrated, these wastes don't get carried away, leading our nerves to interpret it as pain.
If you're tired, it may be dehydration. One study found that a mere drop in water levels in the body can cause a 25 to 30% loss in energy. Even a 3% drop can cause fuzzy thinking, brain fog, and a slower metabolism.
How do you remedy this? Some people may ask.
Earthwater. Go to earthwater.com/DOAE show to get yours now.
These bottles are packed with 70 plus trace minerals, 9.5 pH balance, no carbs, sugars, artificial sweeteners, preservatives, chemicals, or calories.
It's organic, gluten-free, and vegan as well because it's, well, you know, water.
And with this high active carbon and molecular oxygen levels and antioxidants, it will hydrate you the way to a better life.
That's earthwater.com/DOAE show to get your bottles today.
earthwater.com/DOAE show. Welcome back, everybody. Last segment coming through to the DOAE show. You can find us at www.doaeshow.com. And if you go there, go get a shirt like the fancy schmancy one I'm wearing, or become a defender with us. $5 a month, $50 a year. And if you do go with the annual, you get an I See What You Did There t-shirt. Follow us on Twitter, and when you do, use the hashtag I See What You Did There. That way we can know that you were the ones that talked back to us. Or you can be on Facebook /DOA show. Talk to us there. Apparently some people are saying that it's a bit glitchy. I apologize for that, but I really can't do anything. All the frame rates are great and everything else is going good. Watson, what's that on your head?
I'm just wearing my girl's cowgirl hat.
Oh, so you know what the next story is then. Oh my gosh.
Explain, Jerry.
I'm going to explain to you.
Arriba.
Oh gosh.
I'm good.
Here, I'm going to read this to you, and I just want to preface this. This is not a funny segment. I'm sorry. We're making light of it, but it's not a funny segment.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The cartel connected illegal alien, murdered 2 adults, a baby, and kidnapped 2 kids. Reports say. Phoenix law enforcement officials say that an illegal alien fugitive murdered 2 adults and a baby in Phoenix on Monday before he kidnapped his 2 sons. which triggered an Amber Alert, and then he fled to Mexico. Well, that's a bit awkward. So he's an illegal alien that fled back to Mexico after stealing his sons from his wife, I guess?
But he was a dreamer. Don't go there, man. Don't start talking about dreamers, man.
No, he's not a dreamer. No, he's a little too old. Let's see. The Phoenix Police Department issued an arrest warrant on Saturday for Dimas Coronado, 47, for allegedly murdering his estranged wife. He did murder his wife. Dang it. Come on. Oralia Nunez Gonzalez, age 24. Age 24. She was 24. He was 47.
Hey, I'm 47.
She was 24.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, and he had 2 kids by her. And a roommate, also Gonzalez's. Who were approximately, Nunez Gonzalez was approximately 8 months pregnant and died at a local hospital along with her baby. So technically that's where the baby died. So 2 adults, 1 baby in the womb. By the way, speaking of which, baby in the womb. Women's rights people. That's not a baby yet, is it? Or is it? Oh. Legally, it is, because she wanted it.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, what are they going to say? Are you going to speak up about it? Are you going to say anything about the tragedy that's taking place here? Are you going to take the side of another illegal alien or an undocumented worker / I don't know. I'm tired of all the excuses that are being made.
Right.
I'm thinking it's time to shift the sympathizers to their country.
Exactly. So Coronado has a violent history in his native Mexico, and was previously arrested for murder, but he fled to the United States with his family. So he was a murderer already, and then he fled and came to our country illegally.
I wonder if that would have been possible if he had that wall that Mexico is about to pay for.
Probably not, which Mexico isn't paying for. Don't start.
They're not?
No, of course not. We're paying for it. You know it. The fugitive reportedly worked as a cartel hitman, and he fled to the United States because a team of assassins from Casa Grandes, Chihuahua, were hunting him. That's right. He was being hunted down by assassins from Chihuahua. I got to make sure to point that out. Authorities say that Coronado kidnapped his 2 sons, Victor and Jonathan, and then is believed to have fled to Mexico, although they don't know because they didn't really find out until afterwards.
So were those assassins ankle biters?
I don't know, but apparently they got sharp teeth. Coronado believed in Mexico because he was is believed to be in Mexico because he was born and raised there, and his family lived there. Lived in the United States for less than 2 years prior to everything happening. Nunez and her children arrived in the U.S. on a visa, but Coronado entered the country illegally because he was already a murderer. Wow, you're going full cholo. You're going full cholo on me.
Hey, what's up, SA?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think this might get wiped from Facebook just because of that.
What's up, homie?
The Daily Wire was told that multiple law enforcement agencies in the state of Arizona are being muzzled from reporting the immigration status of suspects due to the local politicians wanting to promote their sanctuary city policies. So basically, the local officers in the state are being told, "Shh, be very, very quiet. We're hunting votes." Especially when it comes to people's immigration status, because they're not illegal aliens. They're undocumented workers. Of course, if you listen to anybody that's in the police departments or the State Department anymore, it is actually illegal aliens again. Dude, why are you throwing gang signs?
Sorry,
That's crazy distracting.
Crypt, blue, blood. I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm just trying to character out what you're talking about. So you were talking about the indigenous Hispanic people of the Republic of Mexico, and I wanted to basically look and fit the part of what was going on. Yeah.
You see, if I did that, you can get away with that because, well, you're black.
Because I'm what?
You're black.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but
no. I can't be associated with those people. I try to keep the whitest name. Yeah, I try to keep the whitest name possible. I mean, Watson, literally. How many black people you know named Watson?
I don't know, but I also don't know too many named Prunier.
Exactly.
You French black Canadian.
I've got nothing.
Because you know it's true. You know where that name comes from. It's canon. It's Canadian.
Canon? It's
canon of Canadian.
Hey, man. I'm representing the barrio. Come on.
Really? That's where we're going with this? Okay, listen.
I got no French fries in me.
The story bothers me to no end because it's going to be glossed over. It's going to be glossed over by everybody. Nobody's really going to talk about this. It's not going to be pushed in the media. Nobody's going to say a single freaking thing about this. And they keep on telling you, they keep on going with but there are so many bad white people in America already. Yeah, but guess what? They're citizens, and we deal with them as citizens. We don't know about these people that are illegal. We don't know about how these people get here. But guess what? If we had a way to protect our borders, a lot more of our people would be safe, including this woman and her children that came in on visas and were doing it legally.
Yeah. And it's sad, though. It's sad because
she came in the right way.
But let's see, but that's the problem. That's the mistake she made. If she had actually done it illegally, maybe she'd have a better chance at life because it seemed like they're the only ones who get a chance to live a little bit longer than U.S. citizens right now. We really have weird. Kate Steinle. What's the young lady who died in Steinle? Thank you. Who died in Iowa? This was just not even 2-3 weeks ago. And here we have another instance. And yes, it's going to be glossed over because we're not talking about Iowa anymore.
Right. We're not talking about any of it. Nobody's really talking about it, and we're not going through and we're not saying, look, what are the actual facts? Instead, we're just all hitting on the pressure points. We're all going to, okay, this is how we can make the most impact with this, and if this has no play, we're not going to say anything about it. We're not going to do anything about it. We're just going to keep this rolling, and we're going to make everybody as upset as possible about the dumbest things possible. Until the entire system breaks down.
Yeah, and then what happens is we're focusing on everything that means nothing at all. Mm-hmm. This will continue to happen. It's going to happen more and more consistently. And I think what's going to happen in the silence of the liberal progressives, this is going to hurt them election time.
Exactly.
I think that there are a lot of Americans who are going to possibly say, I'm voting for a wall.
Yep.
I'm voting for a wall, and they're not going to publicly state it. They're just going to do it at the polls.
And that's all the time that we have for tonight. Watson, where can they find you quickly?
You can find me on www.battleforfreedom.com.
And this is the DOAE Show. Good night, everybody.
Peace out.